No, your trailer is fabricated by Trail Star, a division of Tahoe boats owned by Tracker Boats. They make some of the finest marine grade trailers in the business. They start the fabrication by using a high strength square steel tubing.
Okay.
Once the fabrication is completed, the structure is dipped in a galvanized solution 2 times. Then they go a step further. They add a proprietary powder spray over top of the galvanized solution. All of the rotating elements, all of the safety attachments, the lights, the wheels, the bearings, are warranted for 1 year on the trailer.
Okay, 1 year.
However, if they added a proprietary coating over top of the galvanized coating, that's what's known as the galvanized impact shield.
Okay.
That makes your trailer warranted for 3 years against chipping or corrosion. That's unfounded in the marine industry. On the bottom of your valve, right here, there's a bolted on stainless steel eye.
Okay.
That's what your pole strap from your winch is attached to, and that's the only thing holding your boat on the trailer against this nylon roller. In the event your winch will fail, your boat will want to slide off the back of the trailer. To prevent that from happening, they added this short safety strap.
Okay. And how much line do I have?
It goes all the way to the end.
No kidding, all the way to the end. Wow.
It has to, because that's what you're going to use to pull the boat back on.
Well, I guess my next question would be, how far do I need the trailer to set in the water to get it out?
We're going to get to that.
Okay, all right.
This nylon roller is called of 3 pieces, okay, held together with 1 through bolt.
Okay.
On the end of the bolt is a nylon self-locking nut. Part of your visual inspection of your trailer, always, to look at the condition of this nut to make sure it hasn't backed off.
Okay.
Very, very seldom loosens, but if it does, it could cause these segments to separate.
Yeah.
And unbeknown to the boater, you could crank your boat on the trailer and damage your hull if these are not in time.
So that's about a 1/4 inch, maybe 3/4.
Yeah, you could take a look.
Yeah.
That never happened, but it did happen one time.
Okay.
Your winch is galvanized coated with self-locking hardware, okay? The lighting system on your trailer connected to a round 7 pin, okay? Yep. Once we get you connected to your vehicle, we'll do a thorough light check to make sure the lights on the trailer are working the way they should.
Okay.
Speaking of lights, all of the lights on the trailer are submergible LEDs.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about bulbs blowing each time you launch the trailer. Trail Star uses coated cables, safety cables, as opposed to chains. Chains are noisy, they rattle, and if they rub against your coating, they could damage your coating.
Yeah.
Okay? So, coated cables are better. All of your connections are backed up with spring-loaded pins. You have a 2-inch ball hitch, okay, with a locking latch and a pin that goes through.
Okay.
Okay? We'll make sure that you're safe to tow whenever you get hitched.
All right.
Any questions on this end of the trailer?
Well, just very quickly, what does this actually do? Does this actually keep the ball in place once it's locked down?
There's a latch on the inside that latches your ball wires.
Okay, so it won't separate if that's down.
That's correct.
Got it. Okay.
You have a standard jack.
Okay.
Once you hitch to your vehicle, the jack will fold up onto the back of the trailer and stay in place with this pin.
Okay, does that pin come out and then I put it back?
The spring loader.
Okay, so then I'll see when you guys, when we hitch it up.
It'll fold back and that pin will spring load
Okay.
and lock it in place.
Copy that.
have 13-inch wheels with a 2-ply marine grade tire. Okay?
Okay.
The recommended pressure for towing this boat is 45 to 50 psi tire pressure.
45 to
50.
To 50. Okay.
Right now it should be set around 48. You should be ready to roll on your trail.
Okay.
Have a 13-inch wheel with a 5 lug paddle.
Got it.
And the torque. The torque on those lug nuts is the same as it would be on your automobile or truck.
Gotcha.
About 80 foot-pounds.
All right.
If there's a need to replace a wheel due to a flat, you want to use an automobile style jack against this main beam, okay, as close as you can get to the wheel.
Okay.
Never jack against the axle.
Yeah, I can see where that'd be a problem.
Yes.
Okay.
You have the Super Lube wheel bearings. It's recommended at the end of each year that you bring your trailer in and have the wheel bearings removed, cleaned, and repacked.
Okay.
Okay? A good safety practice. If you're towing this rig for a distance greater than 50 miles on a hot summer day, 95 degrees or hotter,
Yeah.
it's a good practice when it's safe to do so. Pull into a gas station or an open driveway if it's safe to do so. Get out of your vehicle. Hold your hand on the wheel bearing column. It should be warm to the touch, never so hot that you can't keep your hand on it.
Gotcha. Okay.
If you suspect the bearings are overheating, wait until they cool down before you continue your trip. Once they're cool, take a screwdriver and pry this rubber seal out. Okay?
Okay.
That'll expose a grease fitting. Okay?
Okay.
You can attach a standard grease gun that has marine grade wheel bearing grease in it. Give it a couple of pumps, put the seal back in, and off you go.
Okay.
Okay? The grease gun that you'll need for this will cost less than $20, and it should have lubricant all the way in it, already in it. You should keep that in your vehicle anytime you're towing your boat.
Okay. Sounds good.
While we're here, let me address this very quick.
Okay.
This is your fill pack for your gas tank. Your gas tank right now is, we can assume that it's pretty much empty.
Okay.
However, that tank has static pressure in it at all times.
Okay.
If you were to open this cap without using the proper technique, chances are you're going to get soaked with fuel.
No kidding.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
All
It
right.
happens quite often to a lot of our boaters because it's a shiny piece of chrome. People tend to go, oh, next thing you know, we're rushing in there.
No kidding.
Yes.
Okay. So how do we properly open
This technique, okay? If you have a rag in your hand, it's even better. Cover it completely. This is your release button here.
Okay.
Look away. Cover your eyes like this. Press the button in and lift the cap very slowly.
Oh my God.
Until you feel the pressure.
Okay.
That's not going to happen all the time, but it could happen.
Sure. Especially on a hot day, I could absolutely see that. Yeah.
Okay? So, we usually put a piece of tape across here just to remind customers the first time they refill. Okay.
Gotcha.
Use that precaution.
Now, first fill, when I fill it this evening, I don't have to worry about that. There's nothing in it. But you're saying going forward,
Yes.
be careful. Got it.
Okay, let's move back to the back of your trailer. Oh, the tread marks on your trailer. Okay, it is a load bearing fender, so you can step on
It's
the
okay.
fender as long as you step on the tread of that.
Okay. Oh, over here too, right?
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
You notice the bunks on your trailer.
Yeah.
They're strategically located to balance your boat on the trailer, okay? They're carpeted marine grade wood.
Gotcha.
I'm not sure how proficient of a boat handler you are, but some people think that they can handle a boat so good that they will attempt to drive the boat onto the trail out of the water. That is a definite no.
Oh, how far are they going to get before they realize they can't do that?
Well, if you damage one of these bunks or bend one of the bunk supports, you're going to destroy the bottom of your hull.
Wow. Okay.
So always stop at the beginning of the trailer, stretch your bowl line.
Oh, so take the bow to the end, stretch the line all the way out, wind it
Crank
in.
it in.
That makes sense, Mr. Will. I guess that doesn't happen. Oh, I guess that doesn't happen all the time. Has that happened before? Somebody's taken the engine right up the...
Some people, most people like to do that. They're in a hurry, and the people at the ramp, if it's a public ramp, hurry up, hurry
Yeah.
up. You know.
There are some YouTube videos that show people just driving it right up to the end.
You don't want to do that.
All right, I'm glad we had this talk.
Okay. You notice your trailer has tie-down eyes on each side of each tailpipe.
Okay.
Each tail light, I'm sorry. Here.
Keeps it from wiggling in transit?
Yeah, it
Okay.
holds the boat down on the trailer, and it also keeps it from shifting.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay. Always check the tension on your tie-down straps. Make sure that they're not over-tightened, and make sure that they're not too
Not too much
loose
give.
that they'll fall off. Okay? Any questions on your trailer?
No, I'm good on the trailer.
That rear cross member
Right.
on your trailer,
Yep.
you can see a clevis there just at the center of the top of your tail light.
I can.
Clevis?
Yep.
That will accept your transit station.
Ah, I've heard about these. One's included or not?
Yes.
Okay.
Good. Yes, yes,
And that's the pin that goes through. Okay, I see.
So the purpose of the transit station. This engine weighs the best bit, close to 200 pounds.
Okay.
When you're trailering your boat,
Always have it trimmed up.
okay.
Is this
Well,
considered trimmed up?
No, sir.
Trimmed down?
That's up, but it's not trim. That's
Okay.
to install your transom saver.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Purpose of the transom saver. You're towing your boat along. You don't have that transom saver installed. You hit a deep pothole. You're going to transfer the shock, the weight, all of this engine
Back to that.
off of your transom. Okay. You're going to shock your transom and probably crack. You're going
Yeah.
cracks along.
Okay.
When a transom saver is installed, you're transferring approximately half the weight of this engine off of the transom and down to the trailer. That's
Gotcha.
what you want when you're towing.
All right.
Okay?
And it looks like that drain plug doesn't come out.
We'll cover that.
Okay.
Okay. Any
All right.
questions on the trailer right now?
No, sir.
We're going to start at the transom and work our way forward.
Okay.
Transom is the strongest part of your boat. It's the strongest structure on your boat. It's got to be strong enough and rigid enough to support the weight of the engine and also thrust the boat forward from the propulsion of the engine.
Gotcha.
Okay? Your transom is molded using a solid piece of marine grade aluminum or a composite, and it's part of the mold that forms your hull.
Okay.
Once the transom is shaped and becomes part of the hull, they mount your engine at the factory. That's good to know because now we know that the engine is sitting at the ideal height on your transom to prevent cavitation at your prop.
Okay.
Okay? The transom has a couple of key features. That hole right here, that's your bilge drain.
Okay.
That plug stays with the boat. That's exclusive to Tahoe and Mako. Push it in and turn it till it tightens.
Okay.
Okay? Hand tight. Don't overdo it.
Gotcha.
when the boat's on a trailer, you want to leave the plug loose so that any rain or any water that's in your bilge will drain out on the road as you're towing.
Okay.
Please remember to put that plug in before you
I've seen enough YouTube videos to know that's pretty
very
important.
important. Okay?
Gotcha.
The Teflon lever on that side, that's your speed pickup for your engine, okay?
Okay.
That for your speedometer. Never
Okay.
relocate that. That should remain in that position.
Copy that.
The other mechanism on the right hand side, that's your transducer
For the depth finder,
your
right?
fish finder.
Okay.
Okay. On each side of your engine, you have these stainless steel tie-down arms. Okay? That's what your tie-down straps are secured to go to the trailer.
Okay.
In event you have to tow your boat while it's in the water from the back side, always attach your tow rope to these.
Both of them, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Never use the cleats to pull your boat. Okay?
It kind of makes sense, but why would I not use? Well, you're right, because I pull it sideways, but
Well, not only that, the hardware
it's not as
only
strong.
designed to
More.
secure your boat or moor your boat to the dock.
Copy
not
that.
the pole.
All right, that makes
Okay?
sense.
Okay?
All right.
Any questions on your transom so far?
No.
Hey, your transom has a couple of holes here. These are open holes that drain this well. And they should, you always want to make sure that there's no leaves or anything blocking.
Okay.
Okay? This side, this is your discharge from your bilge pump. Your bilge pump is controlled by a switch on your console. We'll go over that. You can use your bilge pump any time you suspect water being in your bilge. Like it starts pouring down raining, or you get a lot of splash over.
Okay.
It's your bilge pump. As long as you see water coming out of here, you can leave your pump on. As soon as the water stops, set your pump down. You don't want the
Could
pump to
overheat.
run dry.
Gotcha.
Okay? This is a swim ladder, and it's exactly what it is. Okay? It's not a boarding ladder when the boat's on a trailer.
Gotcha.
Okay? The hardware will not support the weight of an adult when the boat's on a trailer. However, when the boat's in the water, everything is buoyant and weight's not a factor. It's designed for a swimmer to get out of the water back onto the boat. Okay?
Mr. John, how low will this sit in the water? Can you just... Here's my thoughts. I've got 2 dogs I can't wait to take out of the water, and I can't get them back in on the ladder, obviously. Whereabouts can I expect the water line to be?
Water line on this is going to be at the top. It's going to be right in here.
Okay. All right, well...
That depends on how much weight you have in the boat. Too.
Obviously, yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Okay?
All
I
right.
think this boat's going to draft somewhere around 12 to 16 inches or so.
Okay.
Now, is a dynamic hull. Your hull has a flat bottom, okay? In the back, fairly flat, but it's a V all the way back from the hull to midship, and it starts to flatten.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's called a dynamic hull.
All right.
Any questions so far?
No.
Okay, we're going to continue to move forward on the boat.
Well, are we going to come back to you? I have just one quick
We're
question.
going to do this last
Later.
in
Okay,
detail.
copy that. I want to make sure this is my opportunity.
Okay. Okay, right here is your bilge well.
Okay.
Want to always look inside to make sure no leaves or anything that are in here that could obstruct your bilge pump.
Gotcha.
Okay, that's your bilge pump there.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, I want to let you go aboard now. Let me bring some steps over.
Okay.